Good morning. This is Julie Silver Stitches here on FlossTube and on Instagram. Welcome. This is a YouTube channel about cross stitch. This is Skitters, so handsomely sitting, and today is Monday, May 18th, 2026, and I'd like to welcome you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming and spending some of your day with me. Today is a long weekend in Canada, although the garbage collection isn't apparently following the fact that it's a holiday. Anyways, whatever. But it's already happened because it's already 8 o'clock in the morning. So he had already come around. The recycling might come around, but I don't know what time they do. So I'm just getting everything out of their bags just so that there will be no more zipping and all of that stuff. How was your weekend? What did you do? How was your week in general? I'm thinking about changing FlossTube days because I don't know if Monday's working for me, so we'll see how that goes in the end. I ended up only working on 4 projects, 3 projects and starting one. Let's do that. It was a busy but not busy week. I think I might have kind of lost my stitchy bug, but that is okay. Plus it was a little busy. So let's start out with the thing on top. Just like always, we're going in alphabetical order. And alphabetical order this week is my new start. Actually, let's not do that yet because you know why? I have a paper pattern. Okay, so starting out with paper patterns as always. This is Cross Stitching, the World of Cross Stitching magazine. $2.95 maybe? Yep. July 2020. I am, if I could find it. Why is it all the way back here? Anyway, I have put in a bunch of stitches into this one. This is Positive Hanging by Diane Machin. This is what it's going to look like. See the value of a moment before it becomes a memory. I started out stitching this on the Ontario Stitch and Chat. It was nice to see you ladies finally connecting. At one point, I don't know what I did a couple weeks ago, but it didn't work out. But I was able to join you this week, and I think I'll be able to join you this week as well. Last week and this week. Anyway, but here we go. So what I ended up doing was, this is the whole thing so far. And what I ended up working on was this little bird. I fully stitched this little bird, including the back stitch, for all of his eyes and beak and legs, even though his legs don't look right to me, but that's fine. I ended up filling in the inside of the flower with the back stitch, and started on that night. I started on no needing to unfold it anymore. Started on the M for moment, and then picked it up at the trailer this weekend. Finished the M, finished the O, and now I'm working on that second M. It's a biggie. Those M's are big. But thankfully, I think I might only have one left before it becomes, I might have 2. 3. Before it becomes, I have 2 left. I have 2 monster M's left. This one doesn't look so big though. This one looks a little skinny, but that's the same size as these guys up here. Anyways, it'll be done. It'll be good. It'll be bright and colorful, ready for wherever she would like to place it in her home whenever that happens. Okay. Next one up is, next one up is a new start. So 3 other projects that I worked on this week. So it's going to be a little short, I think. We'll see how it goes. I might be chatty later. I don't think so, though. But an update is an update, regardless how small. All right, so a new start. I was on Siski's live stream on Friday night. And we were talking about all of the different things, and I went to go check out Artisy's website. They have a new freebie up. It's called Mini Celestial Forest Hills Landscape. I know it's long, so what I'm calling it is just Celestial Forest, I think, because it's too much. Anyway, you can find it currently on the Artisy website if you want to go take a look. And it is, I had started in the middle because I did not trust my counting. I do have enough fabric. I just folded it all up so you can see it. This is on an 18 count cream something. Thank you, Lori. This is a Charles Craft that I got from you during the winter. Anyway, here we go. So started down here. This is the middle. Worked my way all the way up, and I started doing Chris's method of diagonal stitching to get myself over to this corner, but I'm not there yet, of course. So 134 stitches to find the top, and it's cool with the gradient of colors. It should be interesting. I know that Mia is also stitching it, and there were a few others that said me too. So, yes. All are welcome, of course. Let's just start a celestial stitch along. Stitch with me, stitch along, start along, all the things. My last one that I worked on, I got the most amount of stitches in, I think. This is a lie. I have 2 left. Oh boy. 2 left. So this one is Randall Spangler's of Heaven and Earth Design. It is Mini Dragon in the Morning. It was kind of my focus piece this week because that's all I wanted to work on. So I ended up putting in 356 stitches into this piece to make it 17,056 stitches. Don't ask me where I get these numbers from, but I did end up, oh, this is what happened. Okay, so I did end up turning this into the diagonal as well. I do a 3-row, 3-block diagonal. So this is the whole thing so far. Let's not get ahead of myself. Da-da-da-da. So it's already all set up for almost what we're going to be doing anyway. So this is, good grief. I don't understand. How you guys hold up like the monster projects and get it all on the screen. Anyways, all right. So this is only like 300 and something across, and that's already like just fitting in the screen. Anyway, so we'll zoom in just for fun. I started this a couple years ago, put it down for probably a while. I didn't really stitch on it last year at all. I don't think. And then I just kind of picked it up again this year just because the time of life is right. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, no, what? Hanging threads, man. Bye, Skitters. You're coming down? You're gonna go across. What are you doing? Anyway, nope. Okay, so this is what I worked on, 300. So I started the diagonal, and then I started the next diagonal. And so yeah, the blue dot, the blue gemstone is almost done, and I will be able to start in on the yellows again. Yay! Anyways, longest yellow piece ever. We're not chewing that, sir. We're not chewing that. Anyway, but I will be excited to get out of the rust colors and those sets of yellows. At least it'll be a different set of yellows. And then I think, I haven't checked it out yet, but I think maybe even the top of the sure, am I speaking too soon? Anyway, possibly. I don't have a picture in front of me right now, so that the top of the dragon might be coming in, especially with the 3 block diagonal. That'll be exciting. Okay, and then the last thing I have to show you at 10 minutes is the Wishful Thinking by Long Dog. It was, I'm not sure if it still is, a free chart. What I'm doing is I am getting Skitters to not chew on all my bags. No, Skitters. Let go. Let go. Okay, cats. Okay, anyway. I am using the, also another fabric that Lori got me. Was able to rack to me. This is a Fortnite fabric, and it's called Herbert. It's in 28 count. Very exciting. And I ended up putting in 320 stitches into this. I am using Roxy Floss Co. Floss for a reading of Pendragon. So Pendragon is a young adult book, series, I should say. I'm only on book 1, but a series I'm listening to on YouTube. And so every chapter gets its own color. And how I'm deciding this is now no longer asking my AI guy, person, thing. I am now rolling a dice, and then if it says heads, no, lies, not dice, a coin. If it says heads, I go across. If it says tails, I go down. And so I finally was able to move across yet down in the third column this week. So starting at the top, each column, I'm just doing it column by column. So this column over here, this side column, is in a full 10 blocks. So that's why it's looking like that. But I think it is turning out fairly well. It's pretty cool. As soon as she stops talking on that chapter, I finish the last stitch on what I'm working on, and then I put it away. I don't bother finishing the row anymore because that's kind of cheating. So, yes, 320 stitches. I am going to put this away only when it calls to me because I have other things to stitch that I want to spend time on, and these chapters are anywhere between like 15 minutes and 45 minutes. So if I have the time, then I'll pick it up. If not, then it's gonna go. Wow, that was Skitters. Here, let me see if I can make you more stable. My camera, or my stand I should say, is I think it's dollar store, so it's not the greatest connections. Anyways, that's okay. So yes, using Roxy Floss Co. Flosses, so it's 2/2, 28 count. It's been pretty fun, but it kind of is, I did what I was supposed to. I did, daily for a while, and then I missed a few days, and not that I feel bad about that, but when the time comes again, I'll pick it up. But right now I am definitely on a full coverage kick again. But I do want to finish this. So this is priority number 1. Stitch at least, a letter or 2 a day, or a motif or 2 a day. And then my next up thing on my list. Let's go get my list. That somehow really just hurt my arm. Okay. Okay, my list. So if you remember my to-do list, I have checked off Dragon in the Morning, and a few others. I didn't work on the few others this week. That was all from last week. But my next up on the list to focus on is Fairy Tale, and Forever Friends. Let's do that this week. And then next week I'll work on Sad Fairy, See You Later, and Steampunk Portal. That makes sense. Okay, so Fairy Tale will be coming out. That's what this looks like. And I'll take a picture of it, and that's what this is right now. It is currently at, what did I say, Fairy Tale? It is currently at 17,000. That's a lie. It is currently at 4,703 at 8.80%. So that's that. And then this is Forever Friends. And this is where I am at Forever Friends. It is currently at 2,045 stitches at 3.22%. So those will be my full coverage focuses this week. This is my paper chart focus this week. And maybe I will get out See You Later as well. No. And whatever else I feel like stitching on. I don't know. This week is another busy-ish week. We need to clean up the rest of the family room today. Clean up the kitchen today. The fire inspection, make sure all the things are working in the building properly. They're coming in tomorrow morning. I have an ultrasound and x-ray for my shoulder tomorrow afternoon. Then I go to work. So today is filming, cleaning, work. Tomorrow is fire inspection, x-ray, ultrasound, and work. Wednesday, it's supposed to be kind of gray all week, gray raining. It was supposed to be nice and sunny today. That, even though it looks kind of sunny, that's not sunny. That's gray and raining. It's not raining, but it's wet. It rained overnight, like a lot. Anyway, it was supposed to be dry today. I mean, it might turn to be dry, and then apparently it's supposed to be 30 degrees. I'm wearing a blanket right now at 8:30 in the morning. Anyways, it's still pretty chilly out. So, yeah, I don't know. There's supposed to be a super warm front, not a heat wave, but a super warm front coming in. I don't think that's happening. We'll see how that goes, though. And, yeah, we opened the trailer this weekend, so that is all good. We got it partially opened. We went up on Saturday morning, afternoon, and then we stayed until yesterday, 4:30, just so we could get back before sunset, because driving dark roads, bad. Anyway, it's only about 90 minutes away, but at the same point, the roads that we have to get there are twisty and windy, and sometimes in the dark it's hard to see, especially when four-legged creatures of nature come out. Anyways, which are all good, but just sometimes hard to avoid when you don't see them, right? So there are pigeons in my parking lot. They nest every year. It's like, this is where they live. Not in a section on my building, but on a section of my building anyway. And whenever there used to be a gigantic puddle in the parking lot, because my parking lot wasn't level or whatever, so the water would collect. And now there's all these little puddles, and now Skitters, we're moving. Skitters is definitely checking out the he was talking to them earlier, but there, you're back again. And Charlotte talks to the birds outside as well. Anyway, yeah, so if you liked anything, if you liked everything, leave me a comment down below. I know it wasn't a lot of stitching this week, but like I said, Stitchy Bug kind of died, and there was really no... Oh, and I worked on Thursday night as well, so that was the other thing. Normally I have a full Thursday to do whatever, sit, stitch, do whatever, but not this Thursday. I had to go to work. So yeah, we have a little bit of life going on in the next couple of weeks, to be all, like, it's never-ending appointments now. So, yes, I think that's it. So, Fairy Tale, Forever Friends, kind of monogamous, but not really monogamous, very focused on certain things. How about that? knowing me, I'm going to pick up something completely different and say, hey, look what I worked on next week. But that's the joy of watching me, right? Because I'm very random. Okay, so I think I have yammered on enough. I don't think I have anything else to say, and if I do, then I'll just say it next week. James got over his sickness. We went to the Emerge. Oh, that was the whole thing. We went to Emerge on Monday last week. He was having trouble breathing. He had a high fever. And so with his autoimmune illnesses, he definitely can't ignore those symptoms. So we went in, and I think it was 3:00 in the afternoon. Went in, and within, I'd say 15 minutes, he was hooked up to the ECG machine. He had blood taken, and he had his x-rays done of his chest. Oh my goodness. Like, that was like the fastest thing I've ever seen. And all of the nurses there, were super great. Getting everything all set up for, what needs to happen. I know I just missed it because it was last week, but happy Nurses Week. If you are a nurse, thank you very much. You do more than for everybody. You essentially keep the world running when it comes to the hospital system or the private care industry, for sure. Okay, so I think, yes, hospital. He stayed in bed for a few days. We opened the trailer on Saturday. I was going to go up by myself, but in the end he said, okay, let's just go. And then, is it becoming Sunday yet? I don't think so. It's just, and then we were only going to go up for the day, open the trailer, come back, because he still wasn't feeling all that great, but it was enough to be okay. And then we stayed till yesterday. So we came back today because I work tonight. I like to sleep in my own bed before going to work because life is... I tried it once and it was not okay. And I'm glad I did because garbage apparently is today. So who knew? Anyway. Sorry. He's talking. You can't hear him probably over the traffic, but he's talking to the little birds who are walking around in circles. Hey, are you talking to the birds? Are you talking to the birds? Oh, that was very exciting. You say hello? All right. Again, enough rambling. I think that's it for now for reals this time. I will see everybody later. Sparkle and shine. Have a great day. Thank you for watching me. Subscribe and like and comment if you have not done so already. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.